Greetings from Dystopia, episode 149. A change of plans. Got some thunderstorms moving in. We have scattered thunderstorms all day, and I'm looking at two cells on the radar that are going to be coming through the woods that I wanted to go hike in today. So the first trick is I'm taking the interstate down, which will be quicker rather than taking the surface streets. And I'm not going to hike that trail that I hiked yesterday. I'll go back and do that one. There's two things to that. Number one is the thunderstorms. You saw all the downed trees in there. I don't want to be chancing it with, a high wind thunderstorm. And number two, that's not the trail I thought it was. It's not the trail I was thinking of. Obviously, I know the trail. I've walked it plenty of times. But that's not the one that's not mapped. The one that's not mapped is in the next preserve west of there. As I got home last night and I was looking at my GPS plots, I'm like, oh, damn it. I had to laugh at that one. That does come up every now and then as a question is GPS apps. What do I use? The number one that I use right now is Gaia, Gaia. I absolutely love Gaia. You can import-export maps from it. You can change out layering and visibility of layers. So like you could lay out a street map from one service and then a USGS street map over the top of it and adjust the transparencies to look at changes between the maps. So maybe you're looking for a new road, or you're looking for, maybe a bridge, or the change of a course of a river after removing a dam. Gaia is very, very good at that. There are other apps that do it. I just think I found that park. The one I've been looking for. That might be it back there. Aha! Oh, I can't change my map. I was going to drop a pin. The map in the Transit Connect, you can't drop a pin while you're driving. There are lots of other apps, but I like Gaia because, it's got the phone capability. You can also log into the Gaia website and access your maps as long as you turn on syncing from your phone to Gaia. It's a fantastic map. But yeah, anyway, so I was sitting there on the computer last night comparing tracks and looking at different things, and suddenly I look and I actually had a GPS plot for the trail we walked yesterday. Oops! That's right. It's easy enough. But yeah, to stay out of the woods today, I will go back to McKinley Woods, to that same preserve, and I'm going to hike west on the I&M, just, a couple miles out, couple miles back. Kind of whittle down that last remaining piece. Correction to yesterday. It is 11 miles from McKinley Woods to Gephardt Woods, so I have an 11-mile stretch to do. Still, for that, to close off that section. Don't feel like doing it today because that would be an out and back of 22 miles. So I'm going to, when I get there, look at the map and figure out where a parking spot would be west of there. And I'll just walk out to that parking spot and back. And that will allow me the next time to park at that spot. Same thing. Couple questions, but they're all from my daughter. Yes, that piece of audio in yesterday's video did have ASMR in it, little scratching sounds. I don't know why. Something about that one just kind of stuck with me. I was like, I don't want these time lapses to have nothing, you know, where it's just dead silent, hyperlapses. So I started searching through the music tracks and found that one. And I was kind of like, I like that. Now I forgot what the other one was. 45. She likes the new beginning. Oh, I already answered those. All right, good. Yep. Ultra Lone Peaks. John, you were talking about the instep being too tight on that shoe. If you look at the middle of the tongue where I think mine says 4.0 or something on it. It's got a 4 on it. So it's the middle of the tongue. There's a type of a little, it's either through your lace or it's a hook, depending on whether it's a 3, a 4, 4.5 shoe. You can take that out of there. And it'll loosen up that instep because that binds it to the tongue. It wraps it a little bit to the tongue. If you take that loose, the instep side of the shoe gets a little bit looser. See if that fixes your shoe problem. For me, it's a perfect fit out of the box. Although once the material stretches out, I tend to have to tighten it a little bit in the middle. Let me get over here to the park, charge the battery a little bit more, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. And we're off. I think I'm just gonna shoot for 5 miles today and get myself down there a little bit. Do some of this push to finishing up the I&M. Didn't bring the mic today, the lav mic. So that short, I meant to put that out there. That short, turns out it's actually in the mic capsule. It's not in the connection. Or it's on both ends and I fixed only one of them. So yeah, hang on a minute. Makes me think I should bring my rod with me when I hike this again. You can kind of see right in here, there's a couple carp tailing around. They're little carp, maybe 10 inches long, but still fun to catch. Alright, so the plan is I'm going to go out and I'm just going to do 2.5 out and 2.5 back. It looks like the next parking is 2.5 miles, so I'm going to walk out there and take a look. Either way, 5 miles is, easy enough to do no matter what, and I get my walk out, so I actually have not walked to this piece before at all. Usually I've, section walked a part of it only because I was at this park years ago or whatever, but this piece right here, I have never walked for any reason, so it's another one with a big water pond. You can kind of see on the other side here. It's actually really cool because I look out there and I see carp. I already got my distance down for the day. Hold on. Just as I recorded, something jumped in the water. Probably a carp coming out, clean his gills out. But yeah, I noticed how strongly I'm backlit. So I'm going to walk a little bit and then I'll just, I guess when I turn around and start heading back this way, I'll talk to you guys unless I see something interesting on the side. So I'll shut up for a little while and just show you video. No marked trail on that side of the pond, but there's a big bench right over there. And of course, without my main camera, I don't have the zoom. 2 great egrets sitting on that dead tree over there. What's interesting here is I'm finding quite a few slides, but no beaver sign at all. So it's either muskrats or but I have had to laugh a couple times walking along here. So I'm heading west here, and as I'm heading down, every now and then something jumps in the water and scares the living hell out of me. It's pretty funny. So far it's been a couple frogs and then some turtles too, but all of a sudden you're walking along and right off the bank it's sploosh, because so my foot's on the trail, right in there is the water. So they keep, I keep scaring them and they scare me. What's really cool is all the bass fishermen hitting up these lilies on the other side of the river. I mean, you can see them speeding around down here. Some of these guys are doing probably 60 miles an hour when they go by. So when I stop back there to water up and just take a quick little nature break, boat goes driving by and it's playing Afro Man, Because I Got High. And now that freaking song is stuck in my head. Well, so much for that thunderstorm. Hasn't materialized yet. It was looking pretty bad at first, but now it's looking pretty good. I gotta say, so far this is the prettiest section of the canal I've walked. It's just, other than the the woos coming off the boats and stuff, this section of the trail is really pretty. There's tons of stuff to look at. All the birds. I know somewhere down here there's supposed to be a rock bluff, and that's what I'm hoping to find for my turnaround. So I've got a small creek inflow right here. So I'm guessing that rock face is right back up in here, and it's probably something you can only see in the winter. But even on the GPS, I'm right up against it. Yep, it sure is. It's back up in there. Hopefully that's visible. So it looks like there's a face on either side. I actually read about this on one of the blogs for the canal. Somebody that's hiked it all the way through. Well, that sucks. I'll have to come back out in the winter, I guess. Confluence of the Kankakee and the Des Plaines River. The Des Plaines comes in from the left, continues across, off to the west, and then eventually turns a little more southerly. Kankakee River comes in right back there, dead center. Well, I gotta tell you, it's a little disappointing right now. I just rolled 2 miles, and that adductor in my thigh is starting to play up again. It's not bad, it's just a little twinge, it just says, hey, I'm here. I thought I'd healed that up. I don't really even have a load on either. I've got maybe 3 pounds in the pack. Just, basic lunch, water, tripod, some stuff like that. Nothing major. So that's a little annoying. I do have to say, though, the one thing I do find a little disappointing here are lack of places to sit down on the river. You cut down trees down here all year round with the storms. Why not cut a couple of them into benches? Just chainsaw cuts and put them up here. I mean, even in a spot like this one, you can slightly see through, but you've got a nice little pull off here. Put in some benches. Look, there's a big log right there that they could have, instead of rolling there, that they could have rolled right here Couple chainsaw notches in it, make seats. Done with it. Got a nice place to sit. Or even have them turn around this way. Look in through here, you know. Starting to get more and more of the lily pads in this part of the I&M. Come on, guys. Alright. So back that way is McKinley Park. McKinley Woods. That way is the Dresden Island Dam. That way is I&M westbound, Morris. The Dresden Mule Barn. It's right over there. So this is the Dresden Lock and Dam. Somebody down there fishing. Alright. Not the prettiest pictures here. I think I'm going to work my way down here somehow. Have my lunch down there. Group of fishermen there. This is really pretty nice down here too. I've never walked down here. I don't know why. Been over to this dam plenty of times on that side. Never dawned on me to come over to this side. Look at that. Well, as pretty as it is right here, it's a little warm. I'm going to cut back up here into the woods just a little bit. See them? Look at the sweat stain where the sling pack was across my chest. I'd hate to see what my back looks like right now. Alright, I'm back up in the woods a little bit. I got a nice breeze coming off of the river, which is back over here. And I'm up in the shade. Perfect spot for lunch. See you guys in a bit. Well, as long as the wind stays down, this is a pretty nice spot. There were a couple times it's like the wind's like blowing me everywhere. It comes up against the dam and gets forced right into me on the bank here. Tuna. I got all the way up to the top of the bluff and went, oh, hell. Had to come back down from a sit pad. All right, well, lunch is done. It's another one. I was going to charge my camera while I was sitting there eating lunch. Guess what I left in the van? My little battery charger. My little power stick, whatever you want to call it. God, what a lunch. But I did find out one thing. The tuna, perfect. Yeah, I actually had pepper in the bag, so I poured it in there. The Ricola, that works okay. It's a quick little something sweet. Don't drink iced tea with lemon at the same time you got a Ricola in your mouth. It's like brushing your teeth with orange juice, you know. Oh, man. All right, so left off at this barn. So yeah, it's a little over, it's closer to a quarter mile down this way is McClintock Road, I think it is. So that's my next point to go east. I mean to go west on the I&M to get to Morris. Apparently this is one of the old mule barns for the canal. Sadly, I gotta head back east. Start heading back to the van. Oh man, this has felt really good today. Like I said, other than that adductor in my thigh playing up a little bit, it's been a good day. I sat down when I ate and I kind of stretched a little bit. Took some weight off of it and then stretched it back the other way, and I don't have my roller ball with me to do any type of deep massage on it, but we'll see. So like I said in a previous video, that thing has played havoc with me on and off most of my adult life. So For the, you know, former runner, I think that's one of the things that probably did it in. Breaking that femur probably didn't help either, but by the way, that song's still stuck in my head. 6 times daily goal. Hey, hey, Chris, we got to talk about this pack, man. It's the wrong way. It's just funny when I'm using it as a fishing pack, I don't really think about it that much, but I'm constantly getting in and out of the bag. All my fishing packs are right shoulder, so left hand slung. For some reason, this pack's right hand slung. So we're gonna have to make a mirror image pack. Yeah, I'll give you a shout. All right, well, see, I should have brought that battery pack. Camera's down to 39%, the phone's down to 18%. So it's the last little bit I'll do for a while. I was just walking along here, and I'm thinking about, I watched some guy go by with a touring bike. Really nice rig. It looked more akin to a gravel bike than an actual touring bike, but he had electric assist on it, all decked out with his panniers, so obviously he's doing the entire canal or something longer. But I was kind of like, that would be an idea. Shit, some of them bikes are $3,000 or more for some of the touring bikes. Electric assist on that one, he probably put a penny into it. I didn't catch the brand of the bike. But yeah, I'm on my way back. I&M mile marker 49. Yes. 48, McKinley Woods, 0.9 miles ahead. You won't see 47 today. If you want to see 47, you got to go find the video where I passed it last time. February, I think it was. Hey, y'all like apples? How about them apples? Get your asses in gear and get off the couch. Alright, so the end is in sight. Just walking over the bridge here. Bridge over the I&M. Be back to the car in just a couple minutes. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the van where it's cool, or it will be. Alright guys, now I'm back in the van. Time to eat the other part of my lunch. Started dragging ass at that last little bit. The tuna just wasn't enough energy to really carry me all the way. So, but I didn't eat a normal breakfast this morning either. I only had a banana. So I didn't fuel up ahead of time. Wasn't thinking. Alright, let me eat my lunch, charge this camera. I'm already charging the phone. And then I'll see you guys on the road. Man, what a day. 7.33 miles, I think it was. It'll be a little bit more by the end of the day, you know, but that was pretty nice. Thunderstorms kept coming in. They were popping off just west and just never held their strength all the way in. So we'll see. I can see some pretty high clouds back over here to the west now. So we'll see what happens this evening. They'll probably start gushing tonight. But that was a good time, good hike. Nothing really back-breaking, but still made for a good walk. Adductor played up a little bit. Like I said, when I took that lunch break and kind of stretched it out a little bit, that helped some. So I'll get back to working those exercises and see if I can't fix that a bit. Like I was talking about, the ankles are a little stiff, a little sore. I think that's more a function of the shoe. So I've only done maybe 3 miles in these shoes so far. So that could very well be it. They're just not broke in, but I'm a little... The rock plate in this shoe is a little sketchy compared to the previous version. So I'm going to have to try on the other ones and see if maybe, like I said, there's just a defect in this shoe. But overall, the shoes did good. Body did pretty good. The only real pain was the right hip. But I've been fairly sedentary, fairly low mileage the last month and a half. So I'm not in the least bit surprised that the stiffness, because I do have arthritis in my knees and my hips. So I'm not surprised that that stiffness is starting to, cause a little bit of issue. But so I'll just get back to moving more. That's all I got to do. And an ibuprofen, but yep, I can't say it enough. That was a good day. Did see one spot where I wish I would have had a fly rod with me or a fixed line. Would have worked either way. Had no excuse. I had a pack capable of carrying it. I just didn't think to throw one in. So I'll get back out there and fish that section. Like I said, there was a couple really nice bluegills there, 6-7 inches. I could hear a lot of them popping off in the pools, so that'll be definitely worth getting at. But anyways, you know what time it is, right? That's it for today, guys. Be good, be well, put them on.